Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is October 23rd, 2020 motherfucking 2. And what I'm going to say first is congratulations to the Philadelphia Phillies for making it to the World Series, baby. We are in the World Series. We're waiting on the result of the Houston Astros and New York Yankees game. But right now, we already know that the World Series will be in Philly. Woo! Let's go. Let's get it. It looks like this thing is not making any noise. Is this? Hopefully, it can be heard on YouTube. That would suck. But congratulations to the Philadelphia Phillies. Big Phillies fan right here. But where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Patreon, anywhere else you can find your podcast needs. That you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nacestown Finance. Yeah, buddy. The Philadelphia Phillies are in the motherfucking World Series for the first time since 2000, I think 2008, 2009. Around that time. Last time we played was against the Yankees. Did not go well. let's just say that. But what's crazy is that we had the three horsemen, Cole Hamels. It was a Cole Hamels, Roy Halladay, and Cliff Lee. And just the Yankees just had an overpowering fucking offense. It was a great Yankees team. I mean, you had a steroid up A-Rod, you had Derek Jeter, you had all. I think they had Hideki Matsui, if I remember correctly, on that team. It was a pretty nasty Yankee squad, but possibly we were going against one of the most, pretty much the late 2010s to early 2020s dynasty, which is the Houston Astros, possibly. My first baseball game I ever watched was going to the Astros versus Phillies game literally almost a month, pretty much a month ago. Actually, no, that's a lie. That was earlier this month. Oh shit. Damn. And possibly Philadelphia is going against the Astros. And that was the final no, well, the second to last season, second to last final. I mean, it was the final series for the Phillies and I think in the Astros. Okay, whatever. Regular season series, whatever. Baseball's weird, but I'm very excited to watch, man. I can't wait. I was excited, man. I was so happy, not just for the city of Philadelphia, but those players, man. A lot of them been with the Phillies for a while, for the bad years, and it's always nice to see it come to fruition. It finally, all the hard work, all the dedication, all the love, and also some of the hate. This was definitely for real Reese Hoskins redemption arc. These last two games have been the Reese Hoskins redemption arc. That's all it really is. I mean, and hopefully it continues on in the World Series. Normally, when the team gets really hot like this, it carries. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully this week off, really till Friday. Hopefully, this kind of almost week off doesn't cool them down. Hopefully, it keeps them heated up. I'm so happy for this team. So happy for, like, pretty much it's not done yet, but there's almost validation for Bryce Harper. The hitting that 2-run shot to send the Phillies to the fucking World Series. Hell yeah, that's big, man. That's big for the city of Philadelphia, man. He really etched his name in the history books in Philadelphia, his Philadelphia sports history. Let's just be real for a second. So I can't wait for the World Series, man. Friday, can't wait. So yes, let's get it. 5 days off, they can chill out, do a little drinking tonight. I heard they was greasing the poles. Hey, I didn't know that was an urban myth. I didn't know that wasn't like normal. I thought like all cities that like normally win like World Series or get trips to the World Series or anything like that. I thought everybody greased the poles so nobody would climb them. I didn't know that was just a Philadelphia thing. Look, the only thing I knew that was a Philadelphia thing was the Veteran Stadium had uh, uh, court, a court and a jail cell in it. A drunk court in Veteran Stadium. Like they literally had that. Just letting everybody know, Veteran Stadium had that in Philadelphia. Okay, so we are one of a kind city, man. We're gonna stay. We will stand behind you, and then also we will hate you all at the same time. But no matter what, it's nothing but love. Out of love, we would say some things like that. Um, yeah, man. As y'all can see, the podcast episode is called "Be About It." Listen, um, First of all, I would like to say that as a grown ass 33-year-old man, I can admit when I have fears. I can admit that. I know when I'm fearful of things. Um, I went and got an MRI 2 weeks ago, and I'm afraid. I'm claustrophobic. I'm very claustrophobic. Um, and I told I was telling the doctors, I didn't want to sound like a little bitch. I want to sound like a little bitch. I don't care. Look, this is my fear. I fear this. So they were talking to me about it, and they were like, just put your hands here. We got this, that, and third. And I'm glad I'm a little bit taller because my feet. So when I'm inside the MRI machine, you guys know it's like, well, if you don't know, MRI machine is like a dome, and you can kind of barely fit into it. And so, I went and I was laying down, and she was like, all right, look, listen, here's this little button, this little like look, it was like a little pressure point thing. And she's like, anytime you feel like you starting to like your claustrophobia gets bad, just you pump on that, and then that we will stop everything. And I was like, well, I want to let you know that this is a one shot deal. If I have to pump on this, I'm leaving. I can't do this. I mean, like it's scary shit. So my problem with claustrophobia is that when I feel like I'm closed in, it feels like there's no escape route. Like I can't get out of here, and I'm very afraid of that. It's a big fear of mine. But I it's one of those. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is not me lying to you guys. I will never lie to y'all. But this is my fear. I really am very scared of big crowds where I feel like I can't get out. This is why, like most of the time, when there's a big crowd, you won't see me stand inside of the crowd. I can't do it. It fucks me up. Like it gives me really bad anxiety. So when I sit around and we're doing the MRI, they were like, "Yo, it's gonna take like 20 minutes." I'm like, "All right, all right, all right. Look, listen. Y'all didn't. They first of all, the first MRI I did, it was open air one, and they were playing music. This one made a lot of noises, like it was making a bunch of noises, and I was just like, I'm not gonna lie to you, that made me comfortable. It actually was something that made me very comfortable. Like ever since I was a kid, I just needed to hear a noise in the room so I can sleep. I can't. There's a reason why I can't sleep without the TV on. I know people are like, oh well, you keep the TV on, it keeps you up. It actually puts me to sleep. Certain shows. That's why I watch Archer or something like that. So I don't have to think. But I'm sitting around and I'm like, I'm hearing the noise. And I was just like, the first thing I had to look back because I was like, all right, there is an opening back here. If this was closed, this MRI is not happening. And so there was an opening behind me. And I had to ask her, I said, yo, so am I able to look behind me? And she was like, yeah, you can move your head around. Just don't move, your midsection. We're examining your back. So you can't move your midsection. I was like, all right, cool. I said, I completely appreciate that. Thank you for telling me that. Because I just need to know there's a way out. That's all I need to know. That's all you need to tell me. That's all I need to understand. There's a way out of here. I can get out of here if I feel like I need to get out here quick. And I was like, all right, so it's making this noise, it's doing all this stuff, and I'm just like, this is one of my biggest fears. Is this like it scares the shit out of me every time. Like I'm just like there's an elevator that stopped one time and dude kept pressing the button. I'm just like, bro, I just need you to stop moving right now because I feel like we're trapped inside of this fucking steel box. And for the rest of that summer, my black ass was walking up steps. So that it's a big fear of mine. I do it does scare the shit out of me. And I'm not afraid to admit my fears. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. I'm not afraid to admit when something's not right on my end, that it's time for me to fix it. I can understand that. My back right now, I'm just finding out I have a herniated disc. Now I have to go meet with a surgeon, which scares the fuck out of me even more because once like most back injuries that I know, once you get that first one, they don't really stop for a while. It might not even fix the problem. So that's the thing I'm afraid of right now. That if I gotta go under knife and this job is and this thing is the thing that caused it, it's gonna bother me because it just it could have been it was avoidable. It was an avoidable thing. It was, it could have been avoidable. It could have been fixed with me knowing about if I got the MRI to begin with. That's what I'm talking. That like the injury got worsened because I didn't get an MRI and I was misdiagnosed clearly misdiagnosed with my injury. So when I sit around here and I say, and I've been saying this the whole fucking time. I've been telling everybody, I said something's wrong with my disc, something's wrong with my disc, something's wrong with my disc. And I'm like, fuck, yo. And no one was listening. And I was right. I was like, this could have been fixed. This could have been rectified. Right there and then. Now I gotta meet with a neurosurgeon. Fuck, man. Like I'm just sitting here and it scares the shit out of me because first of all, A, I don't want to be put under. B, I don't want to be cut open. Okay. I'm scared I'm fearful of needles. It scares the shit out of me. I understand there's a lot of people got through surgeries, things like that, but I don't care. It scares me. It scares me to like half to death right now. Like to where I'm like nervous as fuck. Like I'm having anxiety thinking about this shit. And then on top of it, I got other shit going on. People that talk about man shit, but don't act upon man shit. I gotta deal with a snitch. I gotta deal with motherfuckers feeling like they gotta like establish their power or something. I don't know. Establish some shit, but they kind of overstep. I mean, not kind of, they habitually overstepping, you know. And I'm just sitting here in my mind, I'm just like, I gotta deal with this shit with my mental. I gotta deal with a surgery possibly, and I gotta deal with you know trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, and this is so much pressure. This is so much everything. This is so much stress. For what fucking reason? Because I gotta deal with grown ass adults that can't get from trying to establish some type of manliness. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, don't talk about man shit if you're not going to do man shit. Don't talk about, this person is here for a certain reason and they're really there to be a fucking snitch. Don't talk about all this other shit that you think you talk about, you care about if we get injured or not or things like that, but you completely make jokes when we have this big meeting. Like you don't take it seriously. It's fucking sad because when you're supposed to be the top person and you can't handle your own fucking emotions. So in my heart of hearts, I don't give a fuck. In my also heart of hearts, I'm not gonna fake. I don't fake the funk. I can't. I can't fake the funk. If I don't fucking like you, I don't fucking like you. Don't sit here and try to give me a fist pound, and then the next day you write me up for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't going. If I pound your fist, you wouldn't have wrote me up. Come on, bro. That's some bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? It's some bitch shit, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I think you're a pure bitch for that. You're a fuck. That was some fucking real bitch tendencies right there. Like common and Cuba see the bitch in you. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a problem with it, that's your life. Do what you got. Do what you will with that information. I know you're probably going to go snitch to I don't know who. God, I don't know who you're going to snitch to now. But I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's whack. It's whack as fuck. I can't be that way when I'm in a position of power. I've never done that. If I'm in a position of I can help you further your career. I'm gonna help you further your career. When I was a supervisor, I never overstepped. There was no reason to. You know what I'm saying? My people that worked under me worked with me. I'm in the same boat, reversed, and I'm not getting the same shit. I'm over here helping my guy. Yo, man, what you need help with? All right, Andrew, man, I gotta do this, that, and the third. All right, cool. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna split it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna You do because I used to do the planograms for. All right, well, it was already at the funk place anyway. So I used to work at Babies R Us. I used to be a department supervisor, and before I was a department supervisor, I was a regular associate. You know what I'm saying? Like I worked my ass off to get to department supervisor, not kissing ass, not snitching on nobody. Not my work spoke for its fucking self. Okay, that's point blank period. My work speaks for itself. It doesn't matter what it happened, how I got the job. My work spoke for it. I was doing department supervisor shit before I was department supervisor because I'm a hard fucking worker and I don't like looking at my fucking damn department looking like shit. I can't do it. And also, I know how to run my shit. I know how to sell. I know how to sell the fucking trees to a forest if I have to. So when a motherfucker right here is trying to tell me, you know what I'm saying, that this this person is here for valid reasons and it's not very valid, I can understand. How can't you understand how the position isn't respected? It's not. Sorry to give you the sorry to give you the fucking information here. It's not respected. It really isn't. Nobody respects you because you're a fucking snitch. Who respects a snitch? When has we ever in life respected a fucking snitch? And then once they get to that point, they start to do bitch tendencies type shit. When has that ever been respected? Please let me know. Now, I'm trying to understand this point because I don't get it. You were right with us. And now you're right here like, well, since I'm on the other side, yo, all right, so I'm gonna try to overstep now. Okay, continue on. Continue on. I don't know why would you fuck with me. Why mess with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go about it a different way. Not physically. I'll go about it a different way. But you keep fucking with me. I don't understand. I don't talk to no one. So why fuck with me? Why would that be the thing to fuck? Why do that? I'm the yo, out of everybody in the whole place, you're fucking with me? Why? They always gotta fuck with the quiet person. They always gotta sit here and do all. Listen, man, the snitch shit is whack as fuck, yo. So that's just where I'm at with that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with it, that's your life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This is this is my out of place thing to do. If you got a problem with it, create your own fucking space. Let's see what you got. Create your own space. But back the fuck off. That's all I'm just saying. Just back the fuck off. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking for because I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'll go about it a different way than other people. I'm telling you that shit right now. Leave me the fuck alone. That's all I'm asking. Back the fuck off. Just let me go in, get my job done, get the fuck on. I'll be out of here. You won't have to deal with shit. Why are you creating problems that aren't there? That's my question. You're creating a problem for no fucking reason. It's stupid. Stop now, man. It's dumb. You created something that's not there. You're shaking the wrong tree, first of all, and then you also just where's the problem at? Get the fuck on with your day. But is what it is. Somebody they always gotta fuck with the quiet guy. I guess I don't know what the fuck that. I don't know what it is, man. Hold on, let me push this up. Okay, there we go. I thought my fucking shit was right. So I don't get it, man. I don't think I ever will. All right. Yeah, we watched the season finale of Little Demon. Great fucking show. I don't know if anybody. Yo, look, listen. For horror comedies, like FX knows how to do. Well, really, the Fox network does very well with horror comedies. You know what I'm saying? Like Little Demon. You have the Treehouse of Horrors. They also know how to do and Ghosted with Craig Robinson. I know I keep bringing this shit up, but this was one of my favorite shows that should have never got cut off at 16 episodes. Like I thought it was fucking hilarious. I thought like it just most of the show, most of the like they were really kind of debunking different like urban myths and conspiracy theories and things like that. I enjoyed the show myself. I loved it. I just wish that we got another season of it. I wish Fox didn't pull the fucking cord that quick. I enjoyed it. I mean, all right. So this week we're talking nothing but we're talking like any type of entertainment type shit. We're talking Halloween type shit. All right, we're talking about scary things, things like that. As you guys can see, I started out with my fears. I also went to the middle where we had the bitch. I mean, sometimes you gotta be scared of bitches sometimes, especially snitches, especially bitches that turn into snitches and then there's snakes in the grass. You gotta be afraid of snakes in the grass, right? Right? Am I wrong? Am I right or wrong? Now we're talking about scary entertainment. But this is what's going to happen. Here's how the schedule is going to go. So Bleach comes out on Mondays at 10:30 a.m. So what we're going to do, well, here's 10:30 a.m. I don't know where the fuck you are, but in 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time in the United States. So I'm going to do Bleach Wednesdays. I'm going to do Chainsaw Man Thursday. We're going to review both those episodes. I don't know, man. I might do scary movies. You know what I mean? Whatever scary movies out. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So since we're doing entertainment, we're going to talk about The Watcher. Based on a true story from a Reddit article. For real, it was a Reddit. I think it was a Reddit post. I remember when I first heard about The Watcher, I heard about it on what's the name of that fucking most amazing top 10. This was like I want to say it was a Reddit thing. It started off as like one of these big Reddit stories, and then they started having they started like having the articles. So if you haven't watched The Watcher yet, which is Ryan, is it Ryan Murphy? If I'm fucking this up, I'm sorry. So I think Ryan Murphy didn't know the guy that the producer or the creator of American Horror Story, the Dahmer Show, and also I think Ratchet. Yeah, he did Ratchet too. He is behind this new show called The Watcher. Wow. I just would like to say they did an amazing job. Like each each episode felt like it was trying to, how can I explain it? It seems like they were trying to figure out each episode. There was a new it seemed like each episode was its own entity. If okay, so it sounds kind of it's going to sound crazy, but each episode was kind of its own entity, as in the point where a different person was accused of being the Watcher, and there were valid points to a person being the Watcher. The only one that really wasn't like, all right, this is gonna be a little bit of a spoiler. Sorry, spoiler in 3, 2, 1. The only one that I knew wasn't the Watcher and I was definitely not convinced was definitely the father. The father to me was definitely not the Watcher. Now that third letter that he wrote, I was like, okay, he wrote the third letter, but why would he write two other letters for himself? It doesn't make any sense. It really didn't. It didn't make any sense to me. But I was sitting here watching, I'm just like, wow, for this to be a true story, for 657 Boulevard to still be up for sale to this day, I think at 99 $99,000. And they bought that house originally for $3.3 million. Now, if you're from Jersey or you've heard of New Jersey, New Jersey is a weird fucking state in the beginning anyway. The way New Jersey is really set up is that South Jersey is East Philadelphia, Central Jersey is farmlands, and North Jersey is just southern New York City. And I think where this place is, if I remember correctly, Westfield is in North Jersey. And there's a lot of urban legends that have come out of New Jersey, mostly the Jersey Devil. We all know about it. If you don't, then you've just been living under a rock. That's the biggest one. You know what I'm saying? Like if there wasn't like a Mothman or Chupacabra, like we all know who Jersey Devil. We all have heard of the Jersey Devil. And Jersey's weird. Okay, this is why it's weird, because you have a city. If you are in North Jersey, it does like that farmland shit kind of bleeds into both sides sometimes. And like you're close to Newark and Trenton and all the rest of that shit. And where I lived in Jersey, we lived in Camden and Cherry Hill. So The North and South parts are very crime ridden. You know what I mean? Most of the time you have a little bit poorer communities and things like that, except for places like Westfield. And weird shit happens in places like these, apparently. So the Watcher show to me was a very good and creepy show. To like, and it's crazy. What makes it even creepier is that it's a true fucking story. And maybe some of this show maybe embellished on a few things, maybe took some liberties, but overall, because we don't really know, we like it's still an unsolved mystery of who the Watcher is. We don't know who it is, but apparently they've been watching that house for 60 fucking years. Yo, this show would like if you don't feel like chills up your spine sometimes, like it like feeling like somebody's been watching, like it's a weird show. It's supposed to do that. It's like, and Ryan, he knows how to do this fucking he knows how to do his thing, man. He knows how to make a character bigger than the story. And they did an amazing job with this. Hold on one second. My ankle's starting to hurt. I gotta put my leg up. Ooh. Okay, got the leg up. We're good. We're good. The leg is up. We made it 25 minutes while putting the leg up. We did good. Good job. Good job, Andrew Cruz. Good job. All right. So with the Dahmer show, for example, I know everybody was like, "Oh man, he's such an evil person," this, that, and the third, but they tried everything in their power because we know who Jeffrey Dahmer is. Once again, true fucking story. What's okay? So just in case, American Horror Story has true elements to American Horror Story. The only thing is that they made their own story with real life events. The Dahmer shit feels like it was, to me, it was the real story. It was everything was real about it, except for it wasn't his next door neighbor that was there dealing with all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain like little things that they tweak here and there. And the way Evan Peters played Jeffrey Dahmer was amazing. And I'm worried about him. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very worried about it. It was too good. It was too good. Just like the Joker with Heath Ledger. It was too good. And sometimes people get lost in those type of characters. It's a scary thing to get lost inside of a real mind that's fucking just not there at all. It's out to lunch for sure. And it seems like Ryan Murphy did everything in his power to, and maybe not him. I'm sorry. Maybe, it definitely takes a writer room and everything like that. The writer room, the producers, director, all that shit. It seemed like they wanted us to see him as a guy that had a mental disorder, that a compulsion and a mental disorder that he could not control, that was out of his control, but which is untrue. He's a fucking monster. He's a terrible person. You know what I'm saying? People are like, "Oh man," like and you know what's crazy is that these type of serial killers and things like that, they get fanfare. It's the weirdest thing ever. And then when they showed him finally get got, just in case you guys don't know, Jeffrey Dahmer died 2 years later in jail. Dude beat him. I think he beat him with a fucking 40 with a plate, just in case, with a plate like a lifting plate. Just in case you guys don't know, just in case you're not weightlifters, a plate is 45 pound. The 45 pound fucking fuck 45 pound weight, whatever. Yeah, it was what we call them plates. So he beat him with that. It's crazy, but it's what he did. He said God told him to do it. Hey man, he must have been Old Testament God, not the New one. Okay, not the New Testament. Old Testament God was a killing guy, was a killing entity, killing omnipotent person. I mean, omnipresent. Damn, why did I forget this word? Let's just say a lot of people got smited, okay, by God in the Old Testament. Okay, see, let's take no prisoners. All right, so at some points, take no prisoners. But I mean, all overall, man, it was a very interesting show to watch, her, and also Dahmer. Both very interesting shows, man. I started watching American Horror Story NYC. I'm gonna try to get through it. We'll see. Okay. This is, we'll see. We'll try. But I love, what I mean, they're doing it without Evan Peters. Um, or damn, why do I forget her name? The one that played Ratchet. That played Nurse Ratchet. Just in case. Yeah, man. Fuck. American Horror Story. All right, my fault, y'all. I gotta remember. Because I don't know why I always forget. Horror Story. Shit. Sarah Paulson. That's right. It's Sarah Paulson. I just remembered. And without Sarah Paulson or fucking Evan Peters, but they had my boy Siler from Heroes. He's in the show. But it's actually Watcher is the first time I watched. I mean, Watcher's the first show with him that I watched without any of those main people. Normally he has those people in the show, like fucking Ratchet had Sarah Paulson. I think and my guy Siler was in there. Of course, Dahmer had Evan Peters, who is normally on those type show on the American Horror Story. That's really where he's other than being Quicksilver. We've seen him on that show more than anything else. But like I said, man, it's a horrifying. It's weird that like they came out with shows back to back, and they're both very true stories, and it's just creepy, and they knew how to make it creepy for you. So I definitely enjoyed every second. I definitely was creeped out. Definitely makes you very interested in the Watcher situation. And just I don't know. I just don't know. So, if you guys get a chance, definitely go check out Watch the Watcher on Netflix. Also, hey, I'm not gonna lie, as pissed off as I was, the Dahmer show. I mean, it's a good show. It's a interesting take on a serial killer. It's interesting take. That's all I can really say. That's all I can give you. It's a very interesting take. I definitely on Netflix. Netflix is doing a little bit better. Movies still butt cheeks, but it's okay. Some of the movies are butt cheeks. I'm not gonna lie. Road Trip with Queen Latifah and Ludacris was not bad. It wasn't a bad show. It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't bad. Wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I think I'm gonna try to see Black Adam at some point soon. I definitely want to see that. The fuck has happened? Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad, Mickey. Sorry, Mickey. Sorry. So I guess we'll stop there. So with that, I would like to say hey man, I love it. I love you guys, man. I know I keep saying this every time. Um Once again, we're gonna keep with like some of the Halloween themes and things like that. Try to watch some. Hopefully, I'm scared. But Bleach, just in case, I know everybody's like, why would you say, why would you have Bleach this week then? But Bleach is about death dealers, about shimigamis. That's what a soul. He's a soul reaper. It's kind of having scary elements. Chainsaw Man is a fucking dude that is a devil. They call him a devil that turns into a fucking human with a fucking chainsaw coming out of his forehead and his arms and shit. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy ass show. And then we'll get back to like I want to do a My Hero Academia review too at some point in life. So and then we're going to keep the horror theme up. You know what I'm saying? Before I got family coming in, so I cannot wait. So nobody can really get me down this week. I really don't give a shit. You can fuck with me all you want, I guess, or try to. You can try to. So I would like to say once again, love you guys. You guys kind of got the schedule. Don't worry, I'll put it on Instagram and Twitter and all the rest of that cool shit. Also, go check out the TikTok. It's booming. And with that, I would like to say where you can find the Cruising Podcast one more time is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find podcast needs. As you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, like and subscribe onto the YouTube channel. Also, go subscribe. I mean, go follow me on TikTok at Andrew Cruz @AndrewCruz4 on TikTok. Go, like the latest video and all the rest of this cool shit. Also, go on the Twitch. Follow me on the Twitch at Nicetown_finest 27 on Twitch, and then yeah, on Instagram, liking, Follow on and follow everywhere, follow everywhere. And also, well, where you can follow me is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nice Down Finance. And with that, I would like to say I love you guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.